Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another collection video. After my eyeshadow palette collection, you guys requested that I do my single eyeshadow collection. So this is kind of how I have them organized in my drawers, and I just kind of popped them out of there. So I have this ice cube tray that fits my ColourPop Super Shock shadows and Maybelline color tattoos in there perfectly. Then I have single individually packaged shadows in this one, liquid glitter type of eyeshadows in the middle one, and then these are more like pigments. And then of course I have like my Z palette type of singles, and I'm going to go through everything that I own with you guys here today. There won't be swatches because that would take me way too long. I think I have about 100 shades here. I didn't really count specifically, but there's too many to swatch and not have this be a super long video, but I will show you what each shade looks like. I'm going to start off with these four cream shadows here because they're either like this one's in Pan Those Eyeshadows, and then these three, you can't even see. These three I haven't even used before, so I want to keep them separate from the rest of my collection. So first up, this is a ColourPop Super Shock shadow in Party of 5. This is in my Pan Those Eyeshadows. It has a pinky purple base with a ton of purple and blue glitter in it. It is one of their ultra glitter formulas. This is the only ColourPop Super Shock shadow that I haven't used on my eyes before. This is in the shade Sequin. This is another ultra glitter finish, and it is like a deeper rose gold type of shade. It's very beautiful. You can tell that I've swatched it, but I've never used it on my eyes before. I got these two from Ace Beauté in my BoxyCharm. They look exactly like a ColourPop Super Shock shadow. They have the same component, but these are a creamier type of texture, not exactly like the Super Shock formula. So this first one is an Iced Latte, and it's your like typical bronzy gold type of shade. Nothing like too special. And then I have Cotton Candy as well. This one really intrigues me. It's a pink with a ton of gold glitter in it. I'm really excited to give this one a try. Now let's jump into this ice cube tray I have. Like I said, it fits the Super Shock shadows really well. On top here I have a Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the shade Copper. First, let's talk about my one and only surviving Maybelline color tattoo. This is in Bad to the Bronze. As you can see, I've used a ton of this, and I did check it like a couple weeks ago, and it is still usable. Obviously not as creamy as it once was. This will be something I'll have to pan or throw out here pretty soon, but this is the only one that I have left. All my other ones have died a slow and painful death. This is Telepathy and Ultra Metallic. This was a Kathleenlights collab. It is a really interesting chartreuse type of color. This is really fun to play with for things like New Year's. Next up, I have Blaze. This is a metallic, also a Kathleenlights collab. I have both of her first collab quads. This one came smashed when I first bought it. That's why it's all cracked like that. Midnight, also a metallic. This has a black base and a ton of gold shimmer in it. This is Kathleenlights. This is from the first set, I believe. This is like MAC Amber Lights, but amplified. This is Melrose. This is a matte, like super warm brown shade. Kush, I know this is one of Rebecca Morgan's favorites. It's this cool toned, super shimmery. This is also an ultra metallic finish. So beautiful. Boy Band. This is also an ultra metallic. I believe I got this one in an Ipsy, and I've probably only used it like 1 or 2 times. I'm always making sure to close these super tight so they don't dry out. This is Crimper, a metallic. This is a pale gold. Glow. This is a matte cream shade. Porter, a metallic. This is like a metallic berry wine color. So pretty for fall. Weenie. I actually hit pan on this one earlier in the year. It is a pretty rose gold shade. And lastly, I have Baby T. This is a matte navy. A bit of a weird formula to work with in a shade like this, but it is super beautiful. So those are all of my cream eyeshadows. Now let's move on to the individual single type of shadows, like they have their own packaging. I'm going to be doing my Z palettes last because I think those will take the longest. So I have 3 of these NYX. I think they are from the Prismatic line. I found these on clearance. I don't even have any of the clearance stickers, but they were like a couple dollars each. I think that these are discontinued, or at least they were clearing them off the shelves in the store I went to. This first one is Bedroom Eyes. Mermaid. This one is absolutely beautiful. And lastly, Girl Talk. Just a very light neutral shimmery shade. The formula of these are really nice. I have this duo from Pixi. This is an Apricot Glow. I got this in an Ipsy bag. A Sephora Collection single in Pop Idol. This one is really interesting. It's like a purpley blue base with a ton of glitter, like multicolored glitter in there. It is really fun to play with. I have one from the Body Shop. This is in the shade Melt My Heart. It's just a gold. From Urban Decay, I have Sin. This is a classic. I don't have any of the Urban Decay Naked palettes, so I wanted to get this iconic shade. It works great as a face highlight as well. From JCat, I have this Blinkle eyeshadow in Tangerine Light. This is an ultra metallic, like deep orange shade. Super fun. And lastly, from Absolute New York, I have this in VIP. Again, it's just a gold, nothing special, but I got this one in an Ipsy as well. So those are all of the individual eyeshadows that I own. Now moving on to my liquid eyeshadows. First up, from Ciate London, I have, what is this called? An Eye Luster Creme Shadow. Do you have a shade name? This is in the shade Cupid. I had to find the box. It is a purple with multicolored glitter in it. From ColourPop, this is a Supernova shadow in UFO. Something's wrong with this one. It's been this way since the moment I bought it. You can see it's this deep, like reddish copper shade. But when I pull out the wand, can you see that there's like nothing on it really? And I actually took the stopper out and gave it a stir and then put the stopper back in, and that didn't help the situation at all. So I don't know if this one's a dud, but it takes 500 years to apply this on my lid. Stila Glitter and Glow in Kitten Karma. This is a classic like rose gold type of shade. Another Stila Glitter and Glow in Perlina. This looks like your standard like whitish silver, but there's actually multicolored glitter in here, so you can really top this on any color eye look, and it just makes it super special. This is a shade that I really like. These are mini ones. I actually got a trio. Here's the other one. And everyone says these dry out so fast, so I don't know if I'll ever buy the full sizes, but I do really enjoy having these minis in my collection. This is in Golden Girl. This was a limited edition shade. They have another gold one, but this one has a bit of a deeper base to it than their like permanent gold one. What's that? Is that called Gold Goddess or something like that? But this is Golden Girl. Almost broke the doe foot off. From Cover FX, I have the shade Amethyst. Again, another purple shade, but there's a big difference between the purple from Ciate London and the purple from Cover FX, so I like having both of them. And another ColourPop Supernova. This is in Constellation. This was a collaboration with Kathleenlights again. And see how this actually has product on the doe foot. I really enjoy this one quite a bit actually. Next up are my pigments. I don't have very many of these. I don't reach for them that often because I find they're too high maintenance. These two are kind of like pressed pigments, so I included them here and not with my like individual shadows. These are the L'Oreal Infallible shadows. One is in Silver Sky, and this one is in Hourglass Beige. I've actually gotten quite a lot of use out of this one. It has a little bit of a dip. I have a MAC pigment in Tan. This I feel like is a classic that most people know what it looks like. I do still kind of want some of the Zodiac pigments from ColourPop, but I don't know if I reach for them enough. For Meech and Mia, this is in the shade White, but this is very similar to MAC Nylon maybe, where it's kind of white, but can you see the reflect in the lid? Like it has a super strong gold, like yellow gold reflect to it. Really beautiful, but just I don't think white was the best shade name for this one in particular. And lastly, from M Princess, this is in Melting Maple. This one is so messy. Can you see that flying off as I open it? Super beautiful, like copper. Whoa, ultra glittery, super messy shade. Wow. I have to go clean this up. All right, now it's time to talk single pans of eyeshadow. I have 4 magnetic type of palettes here. Not all of them are completely full. In 2020, I really want to expand on my single shadow collection because I love the idea of duping palettes that I'm interested in buying with singles, but I feel like I need a better like variety of shades to do that. So I'm just going to start with this smallest palette here. This is kind of my random shades. So these 6 are from Oprah. The shades are actually on the back of this Oprah palette, but they're not on the pans, so I don't know which is which, but these are the 6 names of the shadows I have. Bohemian, Buttercup, Smoke Iron, Truffle, and Millennium Gold. So that's what these 6 here are. This is from Urban Decay. This is Fireball. It's just a little mini. This is my only ColourPop single pan in Come and Get It. It's that peachy pink with gold shimmer. And then this is from Luxie, like the brand that makes the brushes. And this is in the number 290. It's just a matte mauve purple. This houses all of my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So I have Shimma Shimma, which is a classic. I got the classic 9 pan and then have built up from there. This is Peach Smoothie, Glamorous, Creme Brulee, Mai Tai. Is this Cupcake? Yes. Cupcake, Prom Night, yes. Unexpected, Cherry Cola, yep. Cocoa Bear, Mocha, and Corrupt. This, I would love to fill it with more Makeup Geek shadows at some point. I have 6 MAC shadows. MAC is not cruelty free, of course, so I won't be filling this up. And this palette is just really weird. You can't, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. The pans are really strange. They don't really sit nicely in a palette like this because they have like a bulky magnet on the back. I don't know why they couldn't have just made the pan itself magnetized, but I have Nylon, which is that like white with gold undertones. All That Glitters, Amber Lights, Copper Plate, Charcoal Brown, and Soft Brown. So 6 very classic, a random hodgepodge of shades. I feel like these are the ones that I just heard mentioned over and over again. And then all of these are from Coastal Scents. I ordered all these during the Black Friday sale last year and haven't really used them all that much, except for this shade, Rich Walnut, is in my Pan Those eyeshadows. But I would like to fill this in eventually as well. Wyatt was swatching. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen him doing that. I don't know the names offhand, so I have my handy dandy tweezers here, and I'm going to be popping them out and showing you. So first I have White Silver. I've heard the hot pots are hit and miss, so definitely look at reviews or look up, you know, best hot pots videos. There's plenty of those. This is Peach, another peachy pink with gold shimmer. I need to stop buying those, but I just love the way they look. And I actually don't reach for them all that often for having like 500 in my collection. This is Bronzed Peach. This is a matte one. Paprika. Deep Merlot. So this appears like more brown, but you can definitely see that it has like a purpley undertone to it. Chocolate Berry. Same goes for this one. Like there's a bit of an interesting purple twist to like a deep brown type of shade. Like it's neutral, but not. Chocolatier. Basic warm brown. Like I said, this is Rich Walnut. Oktoberfest. This is a gorgeous like mid-tone brown, but has a bit of like a mustardy undertone, which makes it a little bit more interesting. Caramel. Marmalade is a vibrant orange. Phoenix Sun, which is a really vibrant orange with the gold shimmer. Love that. Vibrant Red is a matte red shade. Deep Grape. Pretty self-explanatory. Cornflower Blue. Prehistoric Green. And lastly, Sage Sensation. Alright guys, so those are all of my single eyeshadows. Let me know if you like this down in the comments below. Let me know of your favorite single pan eyeshadow brands. I have a ton I want to try, but like if you have an absolute favorite you think I should order from, definitely let me know, because that is a goal. I want to buy less pre-made palettes and be able to create a vibe or dupe, but not like exactly, obviously, other palettes coming out, so I don't feel so tempted But in order to do that, I need more variety. I obviously have a lot of very similar, very neutral shades over here. And I definitely need to get more use out of my cream shadows and liquid shadows before they go bad. But let me know which part of my collection you'd like to see next. I've already had requests to do highlighters and blushes. So if you want to see, you know, one of those more than the other or a different category in my makeup, definitely let me know that down in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!